Welcome back. My name is John Clark. My sixth writing rule is properly organize body paragraphs. In the previous lesson, we studied standalone paragraphs, those paragraphs which in themselves must convey the full meaning of the assignment. But now let's turn our attention back to research papers. Research papers will typically be a minimum of 3 pages, but might be much longer. When I was at Christendom College in Dr. Warren Carroll's history class, I once wrote a 69-page research paper and a 100-page senior thesis. Now don't worry, you won't get assigned anything quite that long in college. The history paper had to be a minimum of only 15 pages, and a typical senior thesis is maybe 30 to 40 pages. But the reason I'm mentioning this is to illustrate that the longer works like 15-page papers must contain paragraphs that are different from standalone paragraphs. That's why it's important to distinguish between standalone paragraphs and body paragraphs. Let's talk about what is similar and what's different. The main similarity is that both types of paragraphs contain topic sentences. Don't body paragraphs have to contain supporting sentences too? The answer might surprise you. Yes and no. In the academic essays you complete in high school English, each body paragraph should have supporting sentences, as they should provide specific examples, analysis, that sort of thing, and be at least 5 sentences in length. However, in different pieces of writing, some paragraphs do not need supporting sentences. I mentioned Dr. Carroll earlier, who often wrote single-sentence paragraphs. As long as these are used sparingly, this can be a very effective style. If you're in doubt about how to organize your paper for a graded Seton assignment, consult your assignment guidelines and feel free to contact academic counseling. Nevertheless, the vast majority of body paragraphs will contain both topic sentences and supporting sentences. Of course, this might lead to a very natural question. Don't all sorts of paragraphs need to contain concluding sentences? Again, the answer is yes and no. In the context of a well-developed body paragraphs for your high school English papers, concluding sentences should be used to help summarize the main point of the paragraph. It basically reinforces to readers what they should take away from the section and how the paragraph connects to the thesis. However, as you grow as a writer and begin writing more nuanced discussions on a given topic, you may choose to dispense with a concluding sentence, since either the length of the body paragraph or supporting sentences would make the concluding sentence unreadably repetitive. Essentially, wrapping up concise paragraphs with a bow every time would be exhausting for the reader. And a body paragraph does not need a bow, it needs a link. There's another topic we can quickly address here too, and that is avoiding run-on paragraphs. Sometimes people just write a series of sentences until it seems like a paragraph has gone on long enough, so they just start another paragraph. Of course, there's no rhyme or reason to it, but you see it all the time. This not only occurs at the high school level, but also in college, graduate school, and professional writing. But if a paragraph goes on too long, chances are very strong that another topic sentence is snuck in there somewhere. So be careful not to allow a topic sentence to sneak in where a supporting sentence should be. And here's a good rule of thumb. If a paragraph takes up more than 1 full page, it's probably too long. You can do it occasionally, but if it's done repeatedly, it can be very difficult for the reader to understand. Now, let's look at Lesson 7.